Hello everyone, this is question 4A on the practice exam. This asks you to just determine whether each statement is true or false. So the first one says all spontaneous reactions occur quickly. This is false. Remember, spontaneity has to do with thermodynamics and rate of reaction has to do with kinetics, and they are not entwined at all. Part B, the reverse of a spontaneous reaction is non-spontaneous. And that is true. As soon as you reverse the reaction, you reverse the sign in your delta G, but it's the same delta G. So that is now going from spontaneous to non-spontaneous. C, all spontaneous reactions release heat. No. Remember, your equation for delta G, which is really determining whether something is spontaneous or not, is a sign of delta G equal to H minus T delta S. This is going to determine whether you've released heat or not. But it doesn't matter what the sign of this one is, you can always get a delta G that is negative. So if this does release heat, that's negative. That's great. But it could also end up being positive overall if this number here is also negative enough to push it over zero. If this is positive and it does not receive heat or release heat, this can always be a bigger number to actually bring it down below zero. So that is false. D, if a process increases the freedom of motion of the particles of a system, the entropy of the system decreases. This is also false. So remember, entropy has to do with the number of microstates available to a system. And the number of microstates has to do with those degrees of freedom. So if you increase the motion, you're pretty much increasing the degrees of freedom that are available to that system, thereby increasing the number of microstates that you have, and thereby increasing your entropy. And E, entropy of the universe is constant. Also false. The entropy of the universe is always increasing.